dancing on the moon.
We are back. Three Brown Women, where we talk about the real, the what, and the why of the everyday life of a woman. Alright? You know we already. I'm strong. And we are what?
First we're gonna talk about my bloopers.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk
Okay,
about
so I had a digital error where we had the videos together from last week's episode, and well, I thought that I had it together, but like the end part kind of deleted. So we're going to catch you guys up on last week's episode. So last week we talked about food, obviously, like pumpkin pie, sweet potatoes pie. We talked about Halloween because it was the week before Halloween. And then we talked about our adventures while we were on our hiatus. So right now, obviously you guys didn't see the last episode, but we were talking about why we have been MIA for a minute, and we just kind of like been living our lives. So we're gonna catch you guys up on that right now.
So, Chris doesn't like pumpkin pie.
Right, so
I say that she cannot tell the difference, and that she doesn't like it because she just thinks that she doesn't like it. Kind of like
It's a
how
mental thing.
It's a mental thing, right? Like I've never had chitlins, but I know that I don't like chitlins.
Kind of like how people say they don't want to jump out of a plane, but I think that they.
Okay, you're just saying it because you jumped out of a plane. Like that doesn't count. Like stop trying to show off because you jumped off a plane. This had nothing to do with jumping off of a plane. So she wants you all to know that she jumped off of a plane.
Christine, if you eat pumpkin pie, does Reese have to jump out of a plane?
Yes.
I'm just joking. I'm never gonna make somebody jump out of a plane. But we are gonna make her.
She's gonna jump out of a plane, guys.
We are gonna make her eat some pie.
Yes.
We're not gonna tell her which one.
I don't know. They're so blind.
Well, we're gonna do it next week.
Black people don't eat this.
But
we need to take a poll.
black, y'all. Us black.
I even just saw a meme last week after we talked about it. Talk about anybody who thinks pumpkin pie is good. Black person that think it is a murderer.
Right, but that's because the person that made the meme never tried pumpkin pie. They're just conditioned to think
it has no flavor.
It does have flavor.
So this is what's gonna happen, y'all. So we are going to blindfold her, right? And we're gonna have a sample of pumpkin pie, and we're gonna have a sample of sweet potato pie.
Right.
All right. She's not gonna know which one she's eating.
I'm gonna win, guys.
We're trying to go on camera.
And we're gonna catch that on camera.
Tacky? Yeah.
We're gonna catch that on camera.
You guys, is it tacky that you going on camera, or do you feel like
you're not supposed
we're just having a conversation? You really?
Yeah, it's tacky.
I wonder if they can hear us smacking.
That's the point.
I don't hear you all smacking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't pick up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're testing out this pumpkin pie next week, or sweet potato pie.
Both.
You may never know.
I would definitely know.
But okay. All right. I'm excited
down for the crowd.
What else did we talk
Down
about?
for the calls. We talked about pretty much everything that we did on our hiatus, which is gonna be inserted into this clip, so that way you guys can, because we actually have like other topics to cover right now.
We do.
Let's just talk about this whole hiatus, because we have not been doing this for a while. So in the midst of everything that we're doing, because we do everything, like that, we're like a woman.
Yes.
We've had projects that we have launched. She's gonna tell you about her project, which is like so needed right now because of some things that we saw on TikTok, especially with us going into the Halloween season. We're also gonna be talking about our favorite thing. Food.
The fall cravings.
Fall cravings.
Everybody know when the seasons change, the palates change. And, you know, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite treats that we like to enjoy in the fall season.
Food is my absolute favorite, like food.
Like, because of Thanksgiving, is that what you're thinking about?
Not just that. So what I'm thinking about is apple cider and apple pie.
But am I the only person like that's what I was gonna say. So here's the thing, I'm always the only person who's sitting in a group of people with like conversations about food, and everybody's like super excited. I'm like, I love pumpkin. And they be like, pumpkin.
I'm
I'm a pumpkin addict.
I'm one of those pumpkins.
pumpkin spice coffee.
Slide me a sweet potato pie on over and I'm just fine.
You don't like pumpkin?
Hell to the no.
Have you tried?
You don't like
Hell
pumpkin?
to the yeah.
Okay, so you have.
It tastes like a weak ass sweet potato, and I don't like that.
Okay.
My little brown sugar up in that bad boy. What did you eat that was pumpkin?
Pie.
Oh,
Was it store bought or was it homemade?
right.
It was probably store bought.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like pumpkin pie is good. Like no matter what. I think you're just
Did you
like
put the whipped
programmed
cream
to
on
think that.
Did you make it warm?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a
Were
poll.
you in your pajamas or your
have to do a
robe
poll
and
out
like
here,
sitting
y'all.
there comfy?
A poll.
What
poll?
is better, pumpkin pie?
Okay, pumpkin
or
pie
sweet
versus sweet potato pie. I like them both.
Yeah, I like them both too.
I can't.
I think that you kind of hear a lot of people say that they don't like pumpkin pie, and because you hear it, you think that you don't like it. Because I know you, and I know that you like pumpkin pie.
That's not what
you
happened.
really want to like pumpkin
Listen,
pie.
Can we do a taste tester next time? Oh, let's do a taste tester next time.
Okay.
Next time we'll do. No, we will not tell Christine. We will not tell Sunshine if it's pumpkin or sweet potato. What we're gonna do is make her try
definitely gonna
several
do this.
different
You know,
things,
I'm
from
gonna do that
drinks
pumpkin pie.
to
Absolutely.
snacks to. I don't even know what else there
Oh,
is.
y'all trying to
but-
take me out there?
That'd be fun.
Oh, they gonna take me out.
That is
Taste
Because I am the pickiest person
And then we're
out the
gonna
group,
find out if
so-
she really does not like pumpkin,
I don't.
or
Y'all
was
gonna
it
see
the
that I
name
know what I
just
like.
threw her off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you like pumpkin spice drinks,
No.
or is it just nothing pumpkin?
I don't like pumpkin.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
It's not the same.
So
Dried a
before-
little way.
But I take the pumpkin seeds.
Before we like dive into like all of the good food and whatnot, I do want to talk about your kids.
Okay, let me
have
just
to
get
talk about your kids.
okay, so guys, I am introducing my new Suitcase. So, so as you can see, these are handcrafted because I create them. I put the little combos together. You just tell me your favorite colors, and I put it together. So we have a couple things on here. It's for self-defense for women, and first and foremost, self-defense for women is extremely important, especially in this day and age. I've seen so many videos go viral of women being accosted just because they don't want to give you their number, or they're just trying to mind their business and going about their day. There was a woman in a gym trying to work out, and a guy kept circling her and saying things in her ear. Even after she ignored him, he tried to like get aggressive in her ear, and she had to tell him like, "Hey, get away from me!" Like, I want you to just trying to work out. So. This helped me to think, and I've also had personal situations where with sexual assault in the public as well. So it caused me to birth this little baby. My company name is One Last Thing, and we have safety kits. So we have the sounding alarm, which you pull it and it makes a very loud alert to let people know like, hey, I'm in distress, or bring people to your attention, bring people to know where you are in your attention if you're lost somewhere. We have pepper spray, which I have a bunch of different ones, but I think these are so cute. They're like little bedazzled ones. Yes, I love them so much. We also have the cat ears, which you put your fingers in and you kind of poke some
I call them
eyeballs
cat
out.
stabbers.
Yeah, cat
That's what I call
stabbers,
them, like
because that's really what they're for, is stabbing somebody up. Not to be too, I know, not to be too, crazy like that. And then we also have the key that is a knife. So this can help you in so many ways, not only just stabbing guys, but cutting your way out of things if somebody has you potentially in a bound situation, and you can reach this and kind of slither your way out. Many different things you can use that knife for.
And another thing to say about that knife too, and I don't know the inch, but it is legal, because you know that after a certain
then you can't even travel with
you
it.
can't travel with it. But I do know that it's
legal to travel.
Absolutely, it does fit within them realms.
Safe traveling.
And then guys, not to mention, I also add cute accents. So I have cute keychains that you get as a gift. I have it on here, but this will be a little gift with every purchase, coordinated to whatever kit you get. That has cute little foo-foo balls, just to kind of coordinate it even more and make it a lot cuter. And then I have the decorative bands that allow you to slip your hand in and carry it if you're going on a hike or going on a walk somewhere in an unfamiliar area. Or you can keep it inside of your car or drawer at home, anything. This is one of those things that you can take anywhere with you. I just want to show I have the fully loaded and the basic kit. Basic kit just comes with the pepper spray. You also get a sounding alarm as well. Oh, thank you. You do get a sounding alarm as well, and then the stabber. This stabs up things. This breaks through glass.
Yeah.
This is one of those, it can do a couple different things if you're in distress. So that is what the basic kits come with. And if you guys want to purchase, remember all you have to do is pick whatever color you like. Here I have green.
I love that.
I created the green.
I love that. So,
I like the pink and green. That's like watermelon.
Right?
So for
I love
me,
it.
Yes,
my business, so the Buddy Effect, my brand colors are purple and green, right? And I told her that my secondary accent color is orange, so she put a little splash of orange in here.
Yes.
So it's literally whatever. Oh, and then don't forget that the big kits. So this is like the big kit.
Yeah.
The big kits, they do come with it. So it comes with. I don't know.
So it's a hand sanitizer holder or a lotion. It depends on whatever you want. I was thinking about putting the hand sanitizer in there, but as far as shipping and stuff like that, I don't want your kids to come messy. So I kind of leave that up to your discretion if you want to put a sanitizer or pour some of your favorite lotion in there to carry with you. And yeah, that's that. So y'all check out one last thing. The website. Oh, I keep shaking the camera, shaking the table. But the website is oltaccessories.com. So www.oltaccessories.com. You can go ahead and put in your orders. And we don't just have safety kits, we have accessories for women, period. So earrings, necklaces, headbands, bracelets, anklets, whatever you want, you should be able to find it there. And one last thing, and that's what I've been working on, y'all.
So I do
And they're cute.
you.
Even if you don't get the jewelry,
They're so cute.
yeah.
Look at her pink one,
jewelry.
guys.
Of course.
I'm definitely getting me some earrings to go with this. And some shoes in the bag.
So I do have a question. So with you like launching OLT, and it's a product-based business, what would you say was the hardest thing about launching?
Finding good vendors with quality products that I would want to give out to you guys. So a lot of times I found myself in a position where I had to scrap a lot of things that I bought because they weren't good quality, especially when it comes to jewelry, accessories that you're wearing. Of course, I might not have the diamonds and things like that on there, but I still want to make sure you get quality jewelry that's going to last. You're not going to turn your neck, not going to turn in 3 days after you purchase it and things of that nature. So finding the vendors was one of the hardest parts, but and honestly, guys, all that took was a lot of research. So I just had to do a lot of trial and error. If you know somebody that can give you access to vendor lists, I did invest in getting vendors lists whenever I see people running promos on it, and kind of weed it through that way. But the vendors are the hardest. So if you can take your time and really research that before like trying to launch, that would save you so much time with getting your inventory and stuff together.
Okay, well, congratulations. We love you and we support you.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that we came to this point because remember our the one episode where we were just talking about like, girl,
get on social media.
Yeah.
Do your stuff. And now look at me, guys.
Yeah.
I birthed my whole
Now, how many
baby.
kids have you sold already?
Quite a bit. I've sold at least 10 or more, and I haven't even like pushed the website at all. So actually, more than 10. Maybe way more than 10.
I mean,
just
there's
people,
1, 2, and
people
then
you
my
brought to
daughter,
me.
and then
You brought a couple people to me. Though.
Yeah,
and then
so-
I got the other girl behind 2. I got another lady behind 5. So yeah, I got quite a few sales.
Yeah.
So check me out and let me put my creative little spin, and also make sure you secure our hair, ladies, on your life.
for sure.
So while we're talking about this whole security thing, like it's very important because I mean we just came across a TikTok video earlier where they were talking about I don't know the girl's name, but she was talking about how like being around like the time being close to Halloween is like harvesting season, and like how like all like women are being harvested, like they're basically snatching us and taking out our uterus and things like that. And so if you're not protecting yourself, we'll give you a reason to protect yourself because we're actually going to drop a snippet of the video here so that you guys can see exactly what we're talking about and exactly why it's too important. It's too
if you're a woman, specifically a black woman, I need you to fucking listen to me. At this time, it's really not really safe to be outside. Halloween's approaching, darkest night of the year. Lots of rituals, murders, going on around that time. Now, the reason why I'm telling you to stay inside at this time is because we are being harvested. We are being kidnapped. The reason why we're being kidnapped and going missing, you see a lot of black young ladies or women going missing, is because they need our organs. They need our organs and our melanin. They sell our melanin because our melanin is literally worth gold. And our organs are the strongest organs. A black person's organs is the strongest organs in the world. A lot of non-black people are more prone to heart failure and needing a lung transplant and all types of shit, or kidney transplant, because their organs are weaker than ours. So that's why we're harvested and kidnapped, so they can take our organs. Now it's getting worse because they are literally taking our wombs from our bodies. This is why these girls are going missing, is that they're snatching the wombs from their body and they're giving it to trans women so that they can have babies. Yes, this is happening. There's already a trans woman who is pregnant. There's literally a such thing as a womb implant now. So yeah. And the reason why they're targeting black women specifically is because black women are the only women in the world to carry the Eve gene. The Eve gene is a gene that we only have that allows us to procreate any child, whether they have white skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. A black woman can create any child in the world because we carry the Eve gene. That's why they specifically target us. We are God. Black women are God, okay? We're the most valuable thing on this world, in this earth, which is why most women who go missing are black women or little black girls, because we're being sex trafficked and kept to be harvested and chopped up like some fucking liver. But at this time, be careful. There's a lot of men who are kidnapping these women. They're working for these people and getting paid a shit ton of money to kidnap women. Be very careful. This is a very fucking wretched time right now. Try to stay inside if you can. Be very cautious of where your sisters, mothers, daughters, girlfriends, wives, whatever are going. It's really not safe.
Have something to protect yourself, and it don't always have to be a gun. So that's why I came out with this.
See, the only thing about guns is that, like, I feel like I definitely, we have guns.
Yeah, no,
we definitely have guns. But if somebody shoots you, yeah, go shoot them back. It depends on your situation. If your arm is shot or you're in a position where you can't move, you know, like, who's gonna, you might not be able to pick that gun up. But if you're getting snatched, somebody's trying to, you know, you're fighting somebody.
I'm gonna grab my pepper spray.
I have an opportunity to stab you. You know what I'm saying?
I think I would be more.
The dynamics are different. I mean, depending on your situation,
and especially if you're walking with it or something, and not to even think about, like, you know, when you're in that situation, and let's say that you are able to use the gun, what it's used for, like, what comes with that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the after effects.
Yeah, so,
absolutely. You know, there's trauma. You know, of course, there's trauma no matter what. Absolutely. But if you were successful in, like, you know, killing somebody that was trying to take your life, like, granted, that's your right, but what comes with that trauma?
Right. Absolutely.
So it's just something to think about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I definitely agree. So, well,
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Thank you, Sugarfoot.
Extremely.
Thank you,
so how has everybody's hiatus been? Like, just giving yourself enough time to, like, focus on growing that and actually doing it.
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
Productive. It just makes you feel like more purposeful.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, working a 9-to-5 job and then trying to focus on this and trying to focus on dispatching too, it just made me feel like I didn't have time for BS and I had to really do stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, there were some days where I didn't do SHIT. I did nothing.
Yeah.
But most days I did something, and I had a reason to do something, and that was the plus. So a lot of times when I find myself in ruts and stuff, especially in this season that we're going into, it's because I don't have nothing going on. Like, I don't have anything to, like, really be like, okay, let me at least put some attention towards this for 1 hour today. So now I think on this hiatus, it helped me to kind of find things to fill in that gap. So I won't ever have that moment where I'm like, dang, I don't have nothing going on. Yeah, you do. I don't have nothing to do. I'm just there. Yeah, you do. You can put some kids together. Or yeah, you do. You can go look for a load. Or yeah, you do. You can update your website. So stuff like that. The hiatus really taught me to be more productive and purposeful with what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I think that's very important because this is the season of anxiety, like of autumn anxiety. It's a real thing. Like scientifically, it's like you're not getting as much vitamin D because you're not getting as much natural sunlight, and then the weather is just gloomy and wet. You're coming from the summer season, so you're thinking like, what didn't I accomplish? You're going into the holidays, what can or can I not afford? So autumn anxiety is a real thing. I know for me, like I've dealt with it in the past. So this year I was very intentional on making sure that I like tie myself into activities to keep me away from that. So I've been super consistent with working out and also like just diving deeper into my business and keeping myself focused. And something else too, like that I kind of am working on, y'all. So like I feel like whenever I want to focus on a goal, it's like a stressful goal. Like it's like, okay, well let me see if I can hit this number in my business, or let me see if I can hit, like if I can do these many blog posts. It's like I challenge myself in a stressful way, but now I'm challenging myself to like, okay, let's see if I can do 3 yoga sessions a week, or let's see if I can get 4 workouts, like something that's not as stressful. Like there's a such thing as stressless challenges. That's what I'm focusing on this season.
Like making it more fun.
It makes it more
because
attainable.
you don't want to
more motivation.
When you're already approaching a season, or not even a season, just in general, when you make things more stressful in life, it's probably not going to get done, right? Or it might get done, but you might not feel as excited about it because it was like so hard, or you'd be like, I'm never gonna do this again. And it could be something that you're probably meant to do, but because you just brought so much stress on it, like I think that happens when we're trying to be so perfect instead of just being real. You know what I'm saying?
And consistent.
Right, and consistent. Exactly. So I definitely agree. How's your hiatus been?
My hiatus has been great. Like I feel like I'm just like focused, and I'm more intentional on like pouring into myself and the people that are closest to me. So I'm back full force. But we got to talk about you too. I want to hear.
Oh my God, my hiatus has been like legit, and I'm literally like making myself sit down for November, not December. Okay, back on those flights. But it has like I just wanted to not just be, how do you say it, like so local. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in Illinois, obviously, so we do a lot of things here. We do a lot of networking here, but I've actually been able, like, I just wanted to focus on doing that outside of Illinois. So I went to Florida. I went to the Billionaires Brunch. They have, Trina was there. Oh my God.
How was that?
So fire. She's fire.
Oh, I already know.
She looks like she
with
looks.
that attitude for nothing.
Period.
She's bomb.
She looks like she looks. Period. I'm gonna drop a close up of Trina, y'all. Like
she looked like how she looked on TV.
She looks like she looks.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Body and all.
That's a blessing.
Body and all. Like that's real. Like it's real. So we were we saw the incident with Sabrina Donegan, the mother who from East St. Louis, who lost all 5 of her children in a fire. So as the story is told so far, officials say, for one, when she left the house to go pick up her fiance. Some stories said that was her boyfriend, but when I actually saw it on the news, they had it noted that it was her fiance. And I think that actually makes a big difference personally, because sometimes boyfriend, you don't have that type of commitment where y'all should be doing certain things. But when you get to that fiance, you should have that commitment if you don't. So they were working together to, basically become a family. And one parent was working, the other parent was at home, the other parent has to get picked up from work. There were grandparents in the building at the time of the fire.
But in a different unit.
Yeah, in a different unit. However, officials are now trying to charge her with child neglect and murder. So we kind of want to know, like, how you guys feel about it. Me personally, I don't think that it's fair, because I feel like if there were grandparents on the premises, that is a family building, so they know to look after each other, they know to look after the children. Under the circumstances, the children were not left for 10, 12, 13 hours alone. I just think there's a lot of things that need to be looked at before they actually charge her, because they don't even know what the cause of fire is yet.
Do we know the ages of the children? Or can we pull them up?
They were, I'll definitely look them up. I think two of them were like, there were two twins that were like 8. They were younger than 8. Maybe one of them was 9. Neither of those children were like 11, 12, 13. They weren't in their teens.
Okay. And did the story say how long she was gone?
It was like for a few hours. She left at night, according to the story, and she came back at night.
Okay.
Definitely before the sun came up. So like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And it was kind of like she left and she came back. She left and she came back. But there were grandparents in the building. So
right, but when there were grandparents in the
that.
building, were they asked to watch the kids though?
Yeah,
right.
and that's what I'm wondering also.
That's why I think that with the wording, you have to pay attention to how they word and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, like
so
did
when
the
they say
grandparents
grandparents
know?
are in the building, okay, that's one thing, but that doesn't mean that she said, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm running out.
Can you watch the
kids?"
children?
And if she didn't do that, unfortunately, that's a big piece when you leaving 5 smaller kids in the house alone.
Yeah.
It's not like you had a teenager there to watch over the other 4 or.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Like, I wouldn't leave 5 small kids and not say, "Mom," or whoever,
Yeah,
just
can
upstairs
you
real
watch
quick.
them? I'm about to leave
Let me
out.
go run and go pick him up from work. Can you watch them?
Yeah.
Especially if, they walking in small. The kid, how kids get into stuff all the time.
Yeah. But do I feel like she should be charged with murder? No.
I think child neglect.
Neglect?
Yeah. If she did not ask the grandparents to watch the children, I think she could be charged with child neglect, because that is neglect. It is your responsibility to make other people aware that you're about to leave your children.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, you just don't want to do that anyway.
They might be saying murder because of the amount of children that died as a result, though. Neglect is one thing, but when 5 whole lives are gone and they were all children, it's like, it is your responsibility to have somebody there to watch them.
But then I'm like, why would it matter if it's 1 or 5 children? Like,
yeah, because death is death. I get what you're saying, but I get what you're saying, and I get what you're
extremity
saying.
of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, to just let her get away with neglect of 5 small children just being gone, dead.
So,
I get it's no difference on 1 or 5, but I think it just sounds more extreme when you say 5 whole lives, kids' lives are gone.
Yeah.
So
we need to wait to find out if
More
she actually
details.
asked more details to see if that was something that was explained to the grandparents, because realistically, if it was, then what can you do?
It's so sad, because like you already have to deal with the death of your children,
Right.
Just them not being here, the guilt of what you did or did not do, and then to have to deal with like the legal repercussions of it. It's kind of like your whole like how
Life
you
is
are
gone.
as a mother is like eradicated because of this one situation.
Right.
It's so sad. It is very sad. Then I think I do have to look into the story a little more, because it's like, okay, well, did you leave them for a whole work shift? Like I said, I don't know how long.
Because how long does it take to go pick somebody
She
up
went
from
to.
work?
He was already off of work, and she went to pick him up.
So why did it take 3 hours? He works in.
I don't know that it
state or
really
something?
took like 3 hours. Yeah.
So
So I
that's the
think we do
details
need
on
to
it.
check in. Like,
Yeah.
It had to be some
how many
time for
hours
the whole
was he
house to
gone?
burn down like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, by the time they got back, the house was on fire, and they were
right.
from what was understood, they were actually trying to rescue the kids out of the fire. At the same time, call 911. So maybe the whole building might not have been on fire, and they thought that they could actually get in, but in the process, 'cause the fires can spread so fast.
Yeah, and not to mention
Right.
that when you have a fire, you don't have to die by being burnt. You have smoke.
Yeah,
inhalation, you know,
exactly.
it's
Well, they did mention that a couple of the children were found under debris, which means that
Right.
it had to have been on fire for some stuff to collapse on top of
Yeah.
children and burn to that extent.
Exactly.
That's the thing I was thinking, like, dang, how long was this house on fire before?
And where did the fire
Where were the grandparents
start?
at? Did nobody smell smoke before it got to that point?
Well,
Like,
the grandparents didn't. They didn't die in a fire.
that's my point.
Right. So they had that. So they must have got out. Maybe
And
they
were they
didn't feel
able
like-
bodied though?
Right.
Right, and
Right.
that's a whole.
It's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a
lot
lot.
of different elements. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's sad.
It's very
moral of the
sad.
story.
Yeah. So if you guys have information, like more information, definitely email us. Drop it in the comments.
Yeah. Ooh, but you know something else? What are your thoughts about the suitcase murderer? So have you heard about her?
No.
No.
So
It's so random.
no. So they were from Oak Park, and it was a daughter and her boyfriend and her mother. They traveled to Bali.
Oh, that's what you're
Yes.
calling. You're
The
okay.
suitcase
Yeah.
murderer,
Heather
yes.
Mack. You're talking about
Yep.
Heather Mack.
Yep.
So go ahead.
So,
Cause
so yes. Okay, so let me say.
okay.
So they traveled to Bali,
Yeah.
right? So
Yep.
the mother and Heather had a tumultuous. I'm about to make up words. Had a bad
I know what you're
relationship.
saying.
Yeah.
What is it? Tumultuous.
Tumultuous.
Yeah, a relationship even
Yeah.
before. So I guess they were arguing over the fact that Heather was pregnant by her boyfriend.
That they took with them to Bali.
Yep. The boyfriend beat her up,
Beat the mama?
beat the mama up
Okay.
with a fruit bowl, and the mother died. And they stuffed her in a suitcase, like a carry-on suitcase, not like one you check, so you know it's kind of small. And then they left it in a trunk of a taxi, and got arrested the day later. So keep in mind this is in Bali, right? So she served 7 years, and within those 7 years, she gave birth to their baby. And Bali law allows your baby to live with you in jail until the baby's 2. So then they took her out at 2 years old. She went with a foster family. He got 10 years, so he's still in jail. But anyway, so she got extradited. So she's back in
Chicago.
She's
dead from Chicago.
Yep. So she landed in O'Hare and did not even make it out the airport. She got arrested here, and what they're trying to say is that this was premeditated.
They're trying to.
So they're trying to charge her because they're like, okay, well, this was planned before they left.
Yeah,
Now it's a reach. You know,
Right,
it's a
right,
reach. So
right.
I don't know how this is gonna go, but
Yeah, it's a reach because what evidence do you have to say that it was planned?
Yeah.
However, no, what evidence do you say that it was premeditated prior to them leaving?
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, can they still arrest on the grounds that they're U.S. citizens? I don't know how that goes.
So this is what I think. What I think is y'all ain't about to get away with these little petty 7 and 10 year sentences.
Yeah,
And
because
we
that
gotta
is
find something to stick.
girl.
You know, because they
That's
can't charge her because this happened in Bali. So
Right.
it's double. So they can't charge her for it.
Right.
But this is a totally different charge.
Right.
They're just trying to get something to stick.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
That's
I don't-
insane.
I didn't know they
That's
were
probably
calling
not gonna go
her.
through,
I didn't know
though.
that they
They're gonna have to have good evidence for that.
I didn't know that the term was the suitcase
Suitcase
murderer. So I'm
murderer,
like, oh yeah, duh.
Yeah.
But I knew her name, Heather Mack.
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So what do y'all think about that?
I think that's wild. First of all, well, my thing is, why? Whose boyfriend gets that mad that they start being your mom? And where did y'all go wrong? Where were the boundaries set to where he thought that he was able to even put his hands on
Exactly.
her?
That's what I was about to say.
You and your mom has to have already been getting into it, and point parents too. Y'all know y'all kids. You got crazy ass kids. Leave their ass at home. You don't need to bring everybody with you, especially I'm gonna bring your boyfriend that I already don't like and that you're pregnant. No, he can't go on this family trip.
Yeah.
This is for us.
Right.
So, we have to look out for ourselves as parents. Don't put ourselves in harm's way because some people out there got some crazy kids.
Well, I think that's where the part that don't add up to me, because I think that's probably why they think it was premeditated. Because the fact that he came on a trip, but why would he come on a trip?
But who invited him on the trip?
That's the point.
And who
Why
paid
would
for
they-
the tickets? I thought that the mom paid for them to go on that trip. I don't
Do
know.
we know that for sure?
No, I don't know.
You
So
get what I'm
that's
saying?
the
So
thing.
why
Yeah,
would
who
the
paid
mom
for
be
it?
upset with you being pregnant by a boy who she's comfortable enough to take out the country and stay in the same
Right.
place with and be together? That's why I
This
think
is true.
it's probably not adding up to us here. Where we like, wait a minute. So if she was mad about you being pregnant, why is she comfortable enough with y'all, with him staying with y'all out of the country?
Right.
Something's not adding up.
right.
So
And they
yeah.
have said
Something's
that the
not
police have been called to their house like dozens of times, like
Oh,
the mother's
yeah.
house.
It's a track record of
Yeah.
them cutting up.
Ooh, so that's probably what it is.
They probably did. And they probably
Yeah, I would
was
never
smart
went on a
enough to
trip
know,
with
like,
them.
look, we finna go out the country because you ain't gonna get that much time for doing XYZ. We're gonna go do this
And
real
that's
quick.
why they probably trying to say that it's
do this bid
premeditated.
real quick. Come back and
That's
live
why
our
they're trying to
lives.
say that it's premeditated.
Because they're gonna try to do, they gonna do the same thing to him once he get out too.
Yeah, but it's just like
I just don't think 7 to 10 years is long enough for killing your mom.
No,
No, it's
at
not.
all.
That's why they went there to do it.
Yeah, that's just like, that's crazy.
That's what.
Yeah. I mean, and these are just opinions, right? Like we don't know, but that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like
That's
to
what it
me.
looks like.
I don't
Yeah.
know why mom would be so angry about you being pregnant by this boy she invited on this trip out the
Yeah.
country. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would be happy. Like,
Yeah.
finally.
Girl.
Well, and you know they were young. They were like 18, 19.
Yeah, they were young.
Even worse.
Cause
Like, why are you taking this boy out the country with y'all?
Yeah.
It's still not adding up.
And where is his parents?
Exactly.
Ooh, right.
I wonder why.
Now
where
his mother though is she is looking to like claim the child, so she wants the
Mhm.
child.
Oh, okay.
I would too.
Yeah. So she does want
That's
the
good.
paternal mother.
Yeah, that's
well, I
good.
mean not the maternal mother,
But
she
yeah,
did.
Right. Yeah, the grandma.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
grandmother.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, Siloam. Like, especially with you having adult children,
Mm-hmm.
if you had like a toxic relationship with your sons, like what would that look like for you? Like at what point?
Look at what's that Mariah Carey song? Why don't you get the fuck out? Well, I'm not that parent to play that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Can you even imagine
I
if you were though?
mean, nope.
So you're like negative? Don't know.
Nope.
Yeah. So at the gym that I work out in, oh look out, it's my like workout outfit from the gym from BYOB. Hey Gina. So yes, so this lady I was talking to at the gym, right? She was telling me about like how she has an adult son and he's in jail, and she's gotten to the point where it's like fuck it, like this is your life.
Yeah.
You know, like she said she'll put money on his books, she'll put money for him to
I
call,
already
but she
told my
won't
son I won't
visit.
do that.
She was like, she was like, it's not my life. Fuck it.
I-
She was
I-
like, when you get out, I'll see you.
I've already told my son,
Yeah.
not putting money in your books. You should have no books. I put the money on the books from
I feel like
college.
Chris doesn't agree.
That's
No,
it.
I do. I think it's really
I
cool.
feel like you don't really necessarily know what you're gonna do until you're in that situation. However, you instill in these kids that those ain't the books that I want to put money on, or
Ooh, that was
I'm not about to do that. Like,
Yeah.
here.
I think a lot
Like,
of parents, no parent wants their kids to ever have to do, have to do
I
that. It's
actually,
just unfortunate that situations kind of, no matter what you do. I've seen this, I forgot what show I used to watch, but she had a really bad son, like a really jacked up son, and then you know what I'm talking about? It was a reality show.
Hair.
Yes, it was somebody's friend.
I told you
it
y'all
was
to
somebody's
watch that.
friend, and he kept getting in trouble.
And
She kept getting in trouble.
they were in Mississippi. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I know
But
what
I
I'm
felt
talking
so
about.
bad for her because she did everything. Like, that woman would do anything under the sun for her son. But he just wasn't good. There's a lady on, tell me if y'all seen a lady on TikTok whose 10-year-old son is bad. She calls him my inmate son. That's what she calls him. The reason she calls him that is because he gets in trouble so much at school and stuff, then his grades were falling. She basically treats him like an inmate in the house. It's really weird. It's like for every smack he gets, it comes off of his comments. I can't.
Go ahead.
Okay. It comes off his
Like commissary.
Yeah, but it's like he's a kid, so it's like she put it in a sense of like teaching him how to budget his money too.
So she's preparing him to go to jail?
No. So she makes him do like word searches and stuff to earn points.
Okay.
To use towards snacks and
But
regular
why she
household
yeah,
things.
but that's like teaching him how to live in jail.
So
it's a mixed opinion about it because some people are saying that, and then some people are like, because he's like one of them.
I understand.
He's like he one of them smart bad kids though, who's like matter of factly like one of those, but to turn around and do some like bogus stuff.
So this is how I feel about that. The concept I understand is her calling him her inmate son.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the part
you're
I don't
speaking
agree
that
with. You're
into
literally
existence.
speaking that on his life.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't even hear those terms.
So then when people are commenting that, then the son comes on there and he's like, losers, like you guys are dumb, we don't even care about your opinion. He's like one of them kids, like my mom is like, we don't even care about you, my mom's amazing, like you guys are just losers, you guys are stupid. Like,
even for him,
and she's
to,
like,
for
I'm
her
not
to allow
telling
that.
she's like, I'm not telling him to say any of this stuff.
So it's
when she showed his reaction to her throwing out all his snacks as punishment, she was recording herself
Can I
mad.
ask a question?
Hold on 1 second. She was recording herself mad, right? Throwing away all his snacks and everything, right? So she was like, everybody was like, you're punishing him by, like coming down on her. She's like, yeah, I want to see the reaction video. He was cracking up looking at the video, her throwing out like, it really got me at the end when you threw that whole crate away. And I was like, you didn't even have to throw that away. You could just throw my snacks away. It was like cracking up.
Why is she putting this on TikTok?
Yeah, I mean.
And that's
if your kid is bad, I don't want to see your bad kid. I don't want to deal with my own bad kid. Like,
well, so she did express that she tried to get him a therapist and a psychologist.
So she
people were
TikTok
saying
is gonna help?
No, people were saying that they think it's something wrong with him for real, like because of the things that he was doing.
Oh, I'm getting angry.
And she said she went. First of all, it took her forever to find it. She said the section for kids in the mental disability is like this small for children. She said once she finally found a doctor, the first thing he said to her, he has ADHD. She was like, which is fine. He could very well have ADHD.
Right.
That's not an uncommon thing. She's like, but then the first thing he did was want to throw pills and dope her son up. And she's like, I don't feel like I should dope because that's not fixing the problem. That's doping my son up. So she's like, I feel like at this point, either I go to a doctor who's going to automatically refer my child to drugs, or I try. She said she actually took him out of school because he kept getting in trouble. So now she's homeschooling him because she said she don't know what else to do because the white teachers he was going to an all white school, black little boy. He kept getting into it with the white little boys fighting. The white teacher told her. What did she tell him? It was some way of how she worded something he did, which was really kind of inappropriate. It was weird. Like, he was the little black kid in the class, and that's the way she said it to the mom. And she said, I really don't feel comfortable with my son being taught by this young lady. So now I'm pulling him out of school, and now I'm going to homeschool him. So I feel like she feels exhausted of options. And now she's like, well, let me go to social media and show them this and see if we can get something. But she's like, everything you guys are recommending, I have tried. Like, I'm not putting my son on any drugs. And she's like, and I'm not going to allow him to be belittled in school and talked down to because of the school in that area is predominantly white.
Okay, so her purpose of going on social media is to share this with people in the hopes of finding, in hopes of somebody having an answer.
That's what she said. She's like, this is what I've worked out up till now.
The only thing is,
it's just,
I mean,
that's why I'm like, what do you do with a 10-year-old little boy who's on this path of destruction kind of already?
I ain't gonna lie, put on some medicine.
I ain't gonna lie. At that point,
no, y'all.
Yes, I mean, but this is what I would do though. I would do
go to sleep. 7 o'clock.
Period. But what I would do though, and I don't know how many doctors she's seen.
Right.
You know, so I don't know if it was just that one. You know, you have like doctors who are like that. You know, more holistic approach. You know, so I don't know how much she's traveled down that road, but I mean, shoot, better take these pills.
How y'all handle y'all bad kids?
I don't have bad kids.
I've always been an advocate, and there's no such thing as a bad kid.
Yeah, I say busy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But after I saw that little boy, I was like, oh.
There's some bad kids out there.
That little boy laughed. He said, "What really got me? You threw away that part. You didn't even have to do that." Because she was so frustrated, she threw away the whole rack that the chips was on, too. He's like, you threw that in the garbage. That's not even my chips. Like, you're crazy. And I'm like, this little boy is crazy.
And he's 10?
10, baby.
Well, so what triggers him? Like, what? This is what I want to find out.
Right. Look.
She gonna be more bad, because then...
That's right. I think she just worried about him getting a quality education.
I think, here's the thing. He sounds very eclectic. He sounds
smart.
like he's very, obviously, sarcastic.
Very.
So, in my opinion, it's something that's not reaching him. It's like
something missing.
Right, something's missing.
I wanted to ask where's the dad, because she didn't mention him at all in none of these. And like her whole TikTok.
But then who says that
help.
he could even help? Because the boy talking like he in his 40s, 50s.
He is talking like he in his 40s.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
but she makes him do
thing.
math and everything. He has to actually budget his own stuff to know how much he has left to get snacks and everything.
Yeah.
So he has a notebook where it's like everything's snack costs you this much. You have to do a word search to get some more money.
You gotta be careful with them.
It was like crazy.
See, that's why I feel.
And I get where she comes. She's trying to get it, make it a learning thing
to
too.
whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Can we say this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it like was that?
You know, everybody want to.
So that's just so funny that you said that. So do y'all remember? Do y'all remember that I was like watching reruns of the Kardashians the other day? And okay, so it was a moment where Kris Jenner and Courtney, they were all at the table in there, and you know, Courtney and Scott don't, according to the show, they don't really discipline their kids. So they were talking about, so I guess the kid was being babysat and scratched somebody, scratched an adult. So being the only person at the table, he says, I would have whooped their ass. Like, and then he says, like, then Scott says, you're telling me you're gonna whoop my kid's ass? And then he said, yes, I would have whooped his ass. They really got offended. Like, you're saying you're gonna whoop my kid's ass? Like, yes. And he tried to explain to them, that's what any black parent would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna beat your, like, come on now.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't have to say it like that. Like, when our kids was little, I would never even say, like, honestly, I'm gonna be 100%. I did not curse at them, period. But I would, if they did something, I'm gonna affirm myself. You're gonna get a whooping. I'm gonna whoop you.
Yeah, and that's
like,
what
and there's no problem with that.
Luckily, with neither one of my children have I had to like that was a common practice in the house. You know, just lucky it you know.
Thank God you were blessed.
God knew what he was
You were definitely blessed.
Me children.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I would if I win or if I ever have children. I'm not.
You got a good baby right now. Don't make it complicated.
I want a real baby.
Well,
you know what though? What it is like it's like when you're on the other side of a situation, there's always something that's on the other side that looks appealing, right?
Yeah.
Like so for me, Siloam as mothers, like you have the freedom. You know what I'm saying? And just the lack of stress that comes with being a mother. You're probably like, okay, like I want my little bundle of joy and I want to be able to like nurture him or her.
I want to be stressed a little bit.
Yeah, so
I don't mind being stressed with my child.
Yeah.
But I get it because when you
haven't done
it
it before.
When you in it, it's a whole
like,
different thing.
It's basically you're looking at a task or you're looking at a life goal, and for some people when you accomplish that goal, you be like, thank God I got through it and I'm good, you know.
Right.
And when you haven't accomplished that goal, then you're willing to, you know, go down that road and do the jobs that needs to be done. But
I have a question. So this is for Chris. So Chris, when it comes to being a wife and being a mom, like I know that you want to be a wife and I know that you want to be a mother. Do you think that part of it is because you were kind of taught that this is what a woman should do? Like this is something that any normal woman would have to check off of her list? Or is it because like really like you want the companionship, like deep down?
That's
like,
a good question. I think it's just because I deep down want it. Because I mean, I've had I've been a settle down girl, and I've been a girl who's had multiple guys at once. So for me, I know what I want, and I don't want to keep living a life of dating different guys. I want to settle down with somebody. So, yeah, it's not because of that. It's just because I know that it would be so fun to have somebody that's fun like me.
It's fun having moldy.
It would be so fun
Moldy.
to like scream in somebody's ear just like that whenever I feel like it. You know, like
But
have
can't you
them
do that
scream
without
back
being
at you.
married?
I mean,
well, you said companion. I wasn't necessarily talking
No,
about.
I said wife. Well, I said companion.
Well,
but
after 10 years, it's common law. So.
this is true.
so I mean, at the end of the day, but you know what? I mean, I feel like I do want a ring.
Okay.
Now that might be the part that is taught, but that's just because I want it. It's not because of anything behind it. I just want a ring. Period.
Okay.
you want to have them up. You want to celebrate.
Like I feel like to me that's me claiming
Right.
it. Like this is my ring. This shows that
But
I
it is.
own your
Okay,
ass.
so
Even though I
this
don't
is
really
like,
own you, but
and I
paper-wise, I do own you.
I definitely
Paper
agree.
own.
Look, this is why I agree. Because to me personally, it's just like any other business. We're making an agreement to raise this household, to raise this child. This is our business. So right, so you're not gonna get a business and have everybody become a business partner, are you?
Right.
Nobody's gonna
Right,
do that,
right.
especially
Exactly.
when you're trying to build a multi-million dynasty. Like
Yeah.
your kids are worth that much, so
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
make
right.
it right.
Period.
Right,
You better
right.
let them know.
Period.
Yeah.
Give me a
I
damn
agree.
ring.
Yeah,
I definitely agree.
give me a ring.
What hand it go on? They don't make no
Your
sense. Give me a damn ring.
Yep, your left
Yeah.
ring.
Do you always have to look at your hand? Like, do you ever have to look at your hand when people are like, which finger does the?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
you're
do.
like, oh, the left.
The left.
I do. I remember one time this guy was like practical proposing or whatever, and I didn't know what hand to give up. I was like, I hope he reached for it in my hand.
I mean, he better reach for it.
What the name start with? What the name start with? Okay.
Oh.
And then like joking around with guys and stuff too, I'll be like, I don't know what hand to give. Like, which hand am I supposed to give? Like,
Oh, how did what the?
Remember.
Okay,
That's how I didn't even. You see how y'all see?
Okay.
Now, what we say last week? I do not. This one on that end.
Oh no,
I
over
do
there.
not. I don't. That one over there.
You're right. You're
That
right.
way.
Okay.
That way.
That way. You're right.
That one over there.
You're right. You know, because he's so forgettable. That's why. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Period. Yes. Okay.
I'm not gonna say
Yes.
nothing.
Right.
Okay, 'cause I'm like-
you never know. People be lurking.
Okay, I'm just saying. Okay.
For real.
Like awkward.
Cheese, like pose.
So you know what? So tell us about girl version. How's everything
Come
going?
on. What's going on?
Update us.
Girl, but first, okay. You guys, if you're not on the YouTube channel, go to the YouTube channel. We are definitely. I'm shocked. We're at like over 4 million views right now. That
We'll go
like
over that to
blew me.
that.
One day I just woke up and it was just like, like crazy.
Okay.
It's been going good. Like, I mean, it's definitely going great, and we're still building. Always gonna be building. Always gonna be evolving. Right now we're working on this TikTok thing, trying to figure that out. But you know, other than that,
What would you say? Who is your favorite interviewer? Like interviewee? Like who? You know what I'm trying to say?
like who's
Out of everybody that you've interviewed,
Who's your
you
favorite?
or like Shartia, like who is your favorite person that's
Well-
been featured on Girl Version?
who is? I think one of our funnest moments was actually maybe it was being at the Chicago Fashion Week.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name? The Chicago rapper, Ill Will. I think that he.
Oh
was,
yeah.
he was so
I know him.
energetic.
Don't you know him?
Yeah, he was like life. Like he was like even at the end, he was like, "Get your life." Look over.
Is that how you do it? How you
Yeah.
do it?
How did he do
Do it?
Get your life.
And then it like fades to black.
He was like just. He was like his energy was just off the chain.
So where do
So
you
shout out to
see like what would the ultimate goal be for Girl?
Red
Version?
carpet.
Red carpet.
Red
Okay.
carpet.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, we have the Girl TV on Roku,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon Fire. I mean, I want to be on mainstream cable eventually.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
We have our own reality show. No.
Yeah,
But-
the cameras followed us around.
I don't
oh
know.
my gosh.
My husband will
on
be
the air
irritated.
Oh,
He
oh,
would
We
be
will be
so-
on the air for a good 10, 20
So
years.
I don't think that's a good idea for Chicago, man.
We would have like
Y'all can follow me.
412 seasons. Like
Y'all
they
can,
would
that's what
have
I'm gonna say.
every
Y'all can
six
follow me.
Yeah,
It'll be great.
yeah.
I don't be
yeah.
doing you well. We
My
be she in the
husband
bed
will be
again,
like-
y'all.
He did, I know.
She in the bed
But
again in the dark
that's literally-
working.
That's me. That's me.
But I would get a life if I was on a reality show. I would really get a life. I wouldn't be in my room all the time. I would like find I'm like, come on, y'all, we going downtown for work today. I would do stuff.
Yeah. But you know, there's a lot of goals because entertainment industry changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dynamics change. So the biggest goal is to always make sure that we're up to date, that we're keeping up with the times, that we're keeping everybody entertained.
Yeah.
That it's informative, it's fun as well as educational, and that it is inspiring.
So, would you ever venture off into an outlet for men, or are you? Is it girl everything? Really?
No. I would definitely. I've already been we won't talk. Well, you know,
you can't say
we
too
have
much right now,
we have
but-
young ones, and obviously, you definitely want to pass the torch at some point. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
Looking forward
So
to
then,
it.
would it be like boy version?
You know, that has been in my head so many times.
He version.
Yeah.
He version.
He version.
That kind of sound like he's a virgin.
He version, that's not.
No, that's not it. We'll figure it out, but
Male version.
Male version.
Like female version, male. This our version of girl version, the male version.
Oh, I kind of like that. I actually like that, Siloam.
Male version.
260.
Yeah, I actually like that.
That's cute.
Because it's like we're gonna do the spin to the girl version, and we're gonna give you the male version.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And their symbol can be like a male, like a letter.
yeah, I like
Period.
I like
This
that.
is how we do this.
And you all were here.
Yeah.
You witnessed this.
This is like a meeting right
This
now.
is
I don't
normal
know.
behavior between us. It's like
One thing that you all want to do this winter.
Oh.
Something that you want to do. For me, I have not been downtown to look at the window displays in
I haven't
forever.
done that since a
That is
kid.
something that I am doing this year.
I want to leave and go
Girls will
find
love
some
that.
sun.
But that's something you always do. You
Right.
stay traveling.
You do something out the
So that doesn't count. Yes.
Okay,
something
so what I want
Something
to do this winter? I mean, we always play in the snow at some point.
Yeah.
I've never been
I
sledding.
haven't been ice skating in a long time.
Ice skating. I've been
When last time you been ice skating?
like maybe like 3 years ago.
Oh, I remember.
I said long
I
time.
remember that.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened?
For me,
Cause you said it like I remember like.
Girl, you ice skating. Okay, y'all. For me, in the winter,
What happened was.
what happened was like for me this winter, what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
What is that?
No, I don't know.
Surfboard.
Yeah, I was thinking about like surfing on the snow, the
Snow,
snowmobile.
We do have to have a winter photo shoot.
I would love to go to
We
like
haven't had a winter
cabin.
photo
Oh,
shoot.
a
Let's do
cabin.
a
We need to talk about that.
cabin
Like a
in the
warm
winter.
cabin trip.
I would do that.
That would be beautiful.
So I could do s'mores on the over the fire pit in the winter.
Yeah, that is so.
I would love that with the
cute.
blanket wrapped up in my little booties. That's what I want to do.
You extra. But that's.
The
I
socks,
think that's a
not
good
the
idea.
cheeks, but the cheeks.
Right, the cute booties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that would be
okay.
cute.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that is definitely something I would do too. But you know what though? I'm more of like a mountain girl versus a beach girl.
Oh my
Really?
god. Yeah, I
Yes,
like the
you
have
mountains.
a
I would
climb
rather
some
do. Well, no, not like climb. I ain't gonna
You
do
like the
that.
scenery.
But like the scenery, like if they
Gotcha.
say, okay, if you want a cabin trip in the mountains, or if you want like to lay up on the beach, mine would be a cabin trip in the mountains. Yours would be beach. So
Yeah,
don't
you
even have to
already
answer.
know.
What would yours be? Like you don't even have to answer.
I just want to look out the window and see all the water.
Mine would probably be the mountains because I would probably want to go on an adventure and go hike up them or something. Not like the tallest ones, but like some of the mountains I would want to go hike up.
Yeah, like
I'm like one of them, like, come on, guys, let's do it.
I'm like one of them,
In the
like,
middle of the night.
here's
Like,
the beach spot,
it's
but there's
what?
mountains like 15 minutes away. Let's drive there.
literally, I'm like, wait till midnight, guys. We're gonna leave at 12:30.
that's
Where
like
the bears and animals come out.
So we used to live together.
That's the type of
Oh,
stuff
see, I wouldn't go with you.
So this was literally my first roommate.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we used to do late night grocery shopping. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? It would be like
Yes.
1 o'clock in the morning, like, come on, let's
Oh
just go
my
grocery
God.
shopping.
At 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Girl, it used to be a lot of
Those were
random.
fun.
And it was we used to do random road trips. And we
Yep.
would just hop up and just go to
That's how our
Michigan.
kids be acting.
Go to Michigan. So
Let me go.
Michigan, let's go. I want to still do stuff like that, but I don't have nobody I can call to be like, let's get on the road.
Why? It have to be that random.
It gotta be random.
It gotta be random.
It gotta be super random.
Yeah.
And then y'all schedules don't be on my random schedule time,
Yeah,
so it don't be working.
Sometimes you can be like, sorry, Joe.
But you know what though, Joe isn't like that. Like
Yeah.
Joe isn't like if I spend a night with my girls or anything like
yeah,
that,
he
he
don't
has
care.
no problem with that.
But the thing with them though is that they have designated days for stuff, and I be forgetting all the time. So I be like, I'm like, what you got? Oh,
What
date
day
night
night?
week. Oh, damn. Just like I forgot when you told me y'all had plans for Halloween. So I'm like, what you got going on? You was like, oh, me and Joe gonna go to Costco. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot about that. Oh.
You guys went to costume. Did you dress up for Halloween?
Girl, no. I saw a meme by Justin LaBoy that said if she didn't go to a Halloween party this year and didn't have a costume, wife her.
okay.
Noted.
Okay. Noted.
Because I didn't do none of that.
Noted.
Well, I dressed up and I'm already a wife.
But you
So,
wives.
that's
So
me,
mission
right.
accomplished. Both of y'all wives. Like
Yeah.
you guys don't count. Y'all need to stop getting out of my seat. Y'all are
So
not
take
in my
wife her and
boat.
take her to a Halloween costume.
Can we like just do blind date adventure?
No.
We talked about this. Didn't we say we was just gonna do something?
Yeah, like
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
so
like
So
Yeah,
let's
my
just
bad.
not bring it back up
Oh, y'all said that by my bad.
and just do it.
But she did text me the other like some weeks ago, like, hey, I want to set you up a blind date. I said, girl, you know I do not do those. She never responded.
I said, are you dating somebody? And he was like, yeah. I don't know if she's telling the truth, but
I didn't say yeah. You just
she said, well, kinda. I'm I will, and I'm gonna
Okay.
screenshot the text.
Just
and then
screenshot the text.
I'll have
and
it.
then
You
I
might
can't
have
wait.
said,
No, no, no,
you
no.
just
We're gonna
said
edit
it
it
was
in the
either
video.
kinda or yes.
No, that did not happen.
it's okay.
I told her no, and then you told me because.
You didn't tell me no.
Yes, I did. And then you was like, because of something. No, you said.
She didn't tell me no.
I know she did.
She did not tell me no.
I know she know, 'cause
She
that's
didn't
not
tell
how
me
it went,
no.
y'all.
She didn't tell me
Wait
no.
till y'all see her
She did not
screenshot.
tell me no.
When y'all see that screenshot, I can't wait till next. Wait, what we doing next week or we got the next?
What? Then that was next
this-
week. Oh, baby, I'm going to find
Wait,
that
what's
later
the date
today.
for the we'll figure.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Whichever day we finna do this again. Y'all see how they doing all this right here?
She didn't tell me no.
You finna insert that text right now. I'm finna do this.
Yes,
Insert
I'm
that
going
text.
to.
And then watch. After this, I'm gonna be like this.
Check
Hey,
this
y'all.
out, y'all.
I'm gonna be sitting in the middle next
So
week.
what
And I'm gonna be like,
happened?
hey y'all, I just want everybody to
So
know
when
I was right and
when I
these results
proved
were
that
wrong.
I was right, then she got to eat a whole freaking pumpkin pie.
That ain't even
Ooh.
going. That's not even realistic, bro.
Okay,
You
no,
gotta
no,
say
here it
something
is.
else.
Here it- no, I have one. I have one. If she is
What
correct,
she got to say?
we are putting
Yes,
on
she
a
does.
blind date.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blind
okay.
date. That's
I'm
fair.
not going.
That's fair. You know you have to.
And we're
Okay,
gonna
I'm
document
going. I'm going. I'm just.
So-
If we gonna document it, y'all gonna be in the corner recording it, acting like y'all not there.
Maybe.
Oh, y'all should be there. That's like the infiltrators and have an earpiece in my ear.
Shut up.
Like off of Living Single.
Girl, don't
and
give him the whole scenario.
No, guys.
No, I'm just joking.
I don't think we got.
But she knows, like, she knows that we would literally do this. No, I would definitely sit there on the other end.
Come on, and then y'all put an earpiece in my ear. Anybody?
So
got
can
this?
we-
Yeah, so we can listen to
Can we-
what
I'm
she
not
said.
AirPod.
We
I
can
just
tell,
put my
we
AirPod
can
in.
tell
Okay,
you.
can we put on a blind date though?
No, first we got to make sure I was wrong. before
It's
we do
okay. It's already
You thought you
confirmed.
was
Okay.
It's already done.
What you talking about? Y'all, this is not happening unless I'm wrong, which I'm about 110%.
So are you against online dating?
Yes.
I think it's creepy. No, I'm just joking. I don't know how it is because I never did it. But for me,
Catfish
yeah,
still comes on.
I can't. I like who I like. I ain't got no type.
So I like who I like. That little bitty. That's Malibu Mitch, if y'all don't know who that is.
You know,
I like what I like.
this is how I feel about you, Chris.
I like
Okay.
what I like.
This is how I feel about you. I feel that. Don't you know when they say? Don't you know when they say, "Well, what are you waiting for? The perfect man to break into your home." That totally applies to you. I feel that you are not open to dating. I feel like you want a husband, but you're not open to dating. And now you're doing like awkward shit
Have
because
fun,
you
yes.
feel like embarrassed
China
because like
wants you to
somebody's
get
watching
some.
this. Yes. And I just feel like you're not open to dating. I mean, no, I don't care.
Yeah,
like
I'm
this
going
is
to
what we're
Beyonce.
talking about this.
Yeah. Can you be open to dating too?
Yeah.
I am open to dating. I'm just not open to online dating and blind dates.
Or
But
going
if
out
it's, is it a
and-
blind date if you actually see him at that moment? Because
Right.
then you're not blind.
Right.
It's a
So
blind
what?
date when I'm going to meet somebody.
And
Never
if I have good judgment, Siloam has good judgment, like where would you go wrong? Think about it. Like where could you possibly
Who
go
coined
wrong?
the phrase blind date?
Because you don't know what you're bucking into.
That's all I
That's
wanna
why.
find
But I feel like you don't know what you're walking into in any situation.
Yeah, you still gotta learn the person.
Yeah. So I feel like if you could, she's so awkward right now. She's like, I cannot wait until this camera turns.
Yo,
How many minutes we got left in this episode?
There's somebody for a long time and just still don't know everything about them. See, y'all
Yeah,
together. You
yeah.
still have to learn the person.
Okay, Chris is like, can we talk about something else?
All right, y'all. If I'm wrong, we gonna see what this blind date is about.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's all we need to hear.
But I'm
Okay.
not.
So, next
And then I might try
episode-
the blind date even if I'm right.
Thank
But
you.
I'm-
That is all. we wanna
That's
hear.
okay.
That's all.
That's all y'all want.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
No, Salome wants some more than that. She talking about some.
I'm like,
She said no.
That's good, though.
That's good enough for
That's
right
good,
now.
though.
Okay.
So, next time, we're gonna talk about this message. We're gonna talk
Yes.
about her blind date.
Yes.
Um,
Please do not snap on us.
Cause it's gonna happen.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Cause then she gonna say don't snap. Because y'all see,
We gonna bring that pie.
Cause y'all know y'all finna say me up.
We're gonna bring that pie so you guys can.
Y'all know what I'm gonna do. If I walk into this and it's blind date not going right, I'm gonna be like, excuse me, I'm gonna run to the washroom.
That's okay.
Okay, cool.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
but the thing is, we don't. If we
Okay.
bring, if let's just say, for instance, for some odd reason that would never ever happen,
Mhm.
that we were, like bring you something that would never happen, like we want you to voice your opinion and say like this ain't gonna work. We ain't expecting you to like sit at the table and enjoy something you ain't having fun with.
Right.
You right.
Yeah.
That's
You can
not what it
totally
is.
dip out.
That is just bringing you the opportunity.
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
we would even pull up the car to the front door.
Yes.
So that we can
So I can run out
pull out.
screaming like this.
Yes.
Right hands in the air.
Yeah. Okay,
This
cool.
bogus gonna be like, bye, Felicia.
Oh, y'all gotta record me running out.
Oh, we definitely are. For sure. For sure. But I know our time is up.
Mhm.
So let me let you close this one out.
Yes.
You know, because
So-
I like flawlessly opened this episode.
You really
You
did.
did a good
We didn't even
job. We didn't have to, like edit or anything like that.
they have to do me every single time.
You know?
Every time. That's what they
And
do.
this is why I know the text message is right.
Right. All right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week.
She just closed it out.
No, I didn't. No, I
Next week, you guys tune in to 3 Brown Women on Girl TV, Roku, and on all social media platforms. Bye, y'all.